Hello my dear student, I am your science teacher and today we are going to start your next chapter, chapter 11, measurement and motion. Have you ever covered your book? While covering your book, you measure the length and breadth of the book. Why do you do so? Why is measurement required? Measurement of book enables to you cut the cover according to the size of book. If you do not measure the book, either the cover will be larger or smaller than the actual size of book. Thus, here measurements save your time as well as material that may be waste if you proceed just by estimation. This is a very simple example of measurement. However, measurement of time by watch or clock, measurement of grocery and vegetables by balances, measurement of cloth by metric tape are some very common uses of measurement encountered by the in our daily life. Measurement. Measurement is a way of comparing things. Suppose you have to distribute toffee in your class. What will you very first step to do? Of course, counting the number of students, counting the things is a kind of measurement. Similarly, while selling or purchasing things, measurements are required. For example, if you are purchasing fruit or vegetables, you need to know how many kilograms are required. Similarly, if you are purchasing clothes, you must know how many meters are required. How measurement is done? In measurement, the known quantity of the thing is compared with some fixed quantity of same type of things. The known fixed quantity is called unit. For example, while counting the student of your class, the single student will be a unit. Every measurement has two parts. One is a number and another is a measuring unit. Either number of measuring unit alone does not make any sense in measuring a thing. For example, if the length of a table is 2 meter, then 2 is the number and meter is the measuring unit. But either 2 or meter alone does not convey any information about the length of that table. Various type of units. In earlier time, people used the body part to know the size of different things or the distances they had traveled. For example, the short distance was measured by the pace of footstep. Even in present time, pace is commonly used to give a rough idea of short distances. For instance, if someone inquires about a particular address, then it is very commonly heard that take 15 steps and you will be there, move 20 steps and take left you will be reached and so on. Another measuring unit derived from the human body parts are cubit, which is the distance from below of the tip of the middle finger, a hand span and so on. These are the non-standard unit of measurement. Measurement made with such unit were not accurate because the length of body part are different for different people. Standard unit. Standard unit are those that have a fixed value and therefore do not vary from person to person and place to place. Need of standard units arises because of the following reasons. First, to take the measurement of quantity accurately. Second, the convey the measurement to other people in such a way that they understand us. People of the different countries developed different set of units, but the problem was these were not uniform all around. For overcurving, this problem, scientists all over the world have adopted a common set of units. This set of units is called the International System of Units or SI units. The SI unit of length is meter, which is denoted by m. The SI unit of weight is kilogram, which is denoted by a kg. The SI unit of time is second, which is denoted by s. Smaller and bigger unit. If you have to measure the length of a cloth or width of door, meter, that means SI unit of length, is quite convenient for measurement. But for measuring the distance between two cities, this SI unit of length will be too small. Thus, for measuring long distances, meter scale will not suitable. For this purpose, we would need a larger unit for measurement. Kilometer यानी km is the unit used for measuring the long distances. 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter or 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. On the other hand, for measuring smaller things, like if you wish to measure the length of a pencil, meter will be quite larger unit and causes inconvenience. Thus, for measuring short length, centimeter is used. Different instrument used for accurate measurement. For measuring different quantities, different instruments are used. A meter scale is used to measure the length of a piece of cloth. A weighting scale is used to measure the mass of vegetable, and a clock is used to measuring time. Okay, correct measurement of length. The measurement of something from one end to other is called length. It can be measured using a ruler, a measuring tape, a meter, rod, and so on, whichever are convenient for the required purpose. Measuring the length of a curved line. Length of the curved line cannot be measured by using a meter scale. In fact, length of a curved line is measured by using a divider from the geometry box of using a thread. By using and divider by using a thread. My second topic is motion and rest. Its position of a thing does not change with time and with respect to the things around it. It is said to be at rest. For example, a book laying on the table is at rest because it does not change its position with time and with respect to the other things on the table or in the room. But in some cases, it is hard to decide instantly whether the object is at rest or in motion. For example, the hour hand of a clock may appear to be at rest, but it is slowly changing its position. Similarly, our planet Earth seems to be at rest while it is changing its position with respect to sun. On the other hand, its position of a thing is changing with respect to the time, then it is said to be in motion. For example, a person walking on a road, a vehicle move on the road, etc. In many cases, it seems that a thing is at rest, but actually that thing is moving on. Contrary, many things appear to be moving which care at rest. For example, if you are sitting in a moving car with your friend, then your friend is at rest with respect to your position. But if you are standing outside the car, your friend will be in motion with respect to your position. On the other hand, if you observe the trees and other stationary things on the roadside from a moving car, they appear to be moving, but actually they are at rest. Types of motion. If you look around, you will notice that all bodies in motion do not move the same way. For example, a spinning top spins round and round. A pendulum of a clock moves to and fro. A ball dropped from a high moves stand down, and so on. Various type of motion are classified as well follows. Translatory motion. Translatory motion is of two types. Rectilinear motion. When a object moves in a straight line, it is said to be in a rectilinear or linear motion. For example, a car moving on a straight road, but bullet fired from a rifle and apple falling from a tree, etc. Curvilinear motion. The motion of object when it moves along a curved path is said to be curvilinear. For example, motion of pencil while drawing a circle, a car taking a turn, etc. Circular motion. When an object moves in a circular path around a fixed axis, it is said to have a circular motion. The distance of moving body remains constant from a fixed point or axis. Circular motion is also known as a rotary motion. Oscillatory and vibratory motion. In oscillatory motion, an object moves to and fro about a mean or rest position. The motion of swing or that of a clock, pendulum are the example of oscillatory motion. Random motion. The motion in which an object does not move along a fixed path or direction is called random motion. Motion of a bird flying in the sky, motion of a bee, motion of a football during a match are example of random motion. Different motion at the same time. An object can have more than one kind of motion at the same time. Some examples are follows. A rolling ball on the floor shows rotatory motion as well as rectilinear motion. Earth rotates around the sun on a circular path and also rotates along its axis. Thus, it is so circular as well as rotatory motion at the same time. A moving bicycle shows circular as well as rectilinear motion at the same time as well. In a bicycle rotate performing rotatory motion and move forward absolutely rectilinear motion. When a screw is opened, it shows rectilinear as well as rotatory motion.